It's Tuesday, April 25th, 2023, and it's about 55 degrees. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I left my lapel mic at home like a genius. There's just a little bit of breeze though. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, a little storm. It's going to rain tomorrow, and we're probably not going to see warm weather for at least a few more days. So moved them into the second cell of this second section. It's on the north side in the middle of the property. You can see the grass is quite deep here in places. Wanted to show you where the wire was. Show you some of the dock. I think it's pale dock or something like that. That calf is still nursing on her mom. Oh well. Okay, let's go take a look. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. Here the grass isn't very tall, but it looks nice, and there's like things growing inside of the grass. Hopefully, I see some clover in there. Some of it's a form of legume, at least. Oh, there's some crimson clover. Beautiful. I love those bright red seed heads they put on. They are very aptly named. In the continuing saga of my electrical woes, yesterday I learned that on your GFCI outlets, for those of you not in the US, the GFCI outlets will detect when there's a fault and will pop like a miniature circuit breaker. Here's the pale dock. See, it's growing up pretty quick. Anyway, the GFCI circuits are basically required outdoors. It's kind of dumb not to have them. So there's two places to stick the wires in on the outlets. One's called load and the other's called line. And I, being a super genius, I have a degree in physics, by the way, if you're wondering, and I've worked for many decades as a software developer at some of the top companies, writing some of the top code, engaging in super genius thoughts about how software should be developed and pieces of code, and just otherwise being a genius, decided that the holes for line were definitely not for the line coming from the circuit breaker box, but instead I should use the holes for load. Now, that wouldn't be so bad. Well, that would be bad if the circuit were actually working, but somehow water has gotten inside of my breaker panel, and the main circuit breaker is wet. And so when I was messing around with it, I turned it off and I can't turn it on again, and it's wet. And so I talked with my son, who is an actual bona fide electrician, or at least working as an electrician. He doesn't have his certificate yet, but he over the phone explained to me that the only reason water can get inside the breaker panel is because the breaker panel box has a crack, or there's a bolt or nut that isn't tightened properly, and so water seeping in from above. Otherwise, the breaker panels should be entirely free of any moisture. So I'm reaching out to the guy who touched that sort of thing last, who'd be the electrician that installed the electricity for my shop, and gotta figure out what's going on there and what needs to be fixed. I could replace the main breaker, theoretically. Maybe more realistically, have someone else replace it for me. The issue is that water would get in again, and that wouldn't solve anything. So, yeah, beautiful. Oh, there's a goose. Honk, 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 honk. Is that one of mine? I don't think so. I think it's one just flying north. I'll have to go check to see how many geese I have now. Anyway, it is an otherwise quiet and peaceful morning where there's more grass than I deserve to have, and the weather is cooler than it should be, and otherwise, or even considering those two facts, I have yet to find a reason to complain, except the fence isn't on. Thankfully, the cows know better than to try to see if the fence is on. Oh, look at all this crimson clover. Crimson clover, that's a tongue twister. Crimson clover, crimson clover, crimson clover, crimson clover. Beautiful stuff. Very happy to see it here. I was worried that it died too early last year, that it didn't put seed out in time. And in the autumn, I didn't see any of it. So I thought for sure that all my crimson clover was dead. But apparently nature is smarter than me and is able to hide seeds. So, it's still there. Let's go take a look and see how many geese I have. Maybe one of them broke free. Hope the wind noise isn't bothering you too much. I do apologize for forgetting my lapel mic. My primary concern this morning was getting the breaker panel fixed and correcting my mistake of miswiring the GFCI circuit. I see 3 geese. Yeah. Oh, what are these? Now this is pretty. This is hairy vetch. If my dogs would let me look at it. Get off my hairy vetch. I want to show my viewers hairy vetch. Anyway, that's hairy vetch. That's all I can give you because my dogs think that they want me to play. The geese and the ducks actually eat grass. Oh, look, they're laying eggs over here too. Hey, if you guys could all hatch some eggs because we don't want to eat them. Okay? Okay. Oh! They don't like to be touched. Oh, look, there goes 2 birds. I saw them flying when I came to the field. You guys are laying eggs. Alright, watch the super genius slide into the pond and get his phone wet. Honk, 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 honk. Oh, what's in there? Lots of eggs, of course. Anyway, I've noticed that I don't have as many pigtail posts as I thought I did. I think I need 6 or so. I need to go find more old posts. I think I'm missing a bunch. So, one thing about the grass is things just disappear in the grass. You let set something down, you come back the next day, it's gone. You're never finding it. So, alright, let me feed these little buggers. Alright, buggy boos. Everybody likes that. Totally not teaching them to be It's fun watching them eat. Yep. So it's supposed to rain today about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow it's definitely going to rain. We need rain. Rain is good. Lots of rain is good. Too much rain is not good, but lots of rain is good. Let's see, where was that crimson clover? No, the hairy vetch. You ready for your daily pat, Hingungi? This is the only pat I'm going to give you all day long. Ready? How about you? You want your pat? Pat, 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 pat. Okay, you get your pat now, right? Oh my goodness, somebody is jealous. Pat, 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 pat. Get off me. For those wondering, Hindungi did not hurt Rocket at all. Hindungi just showed his teeth and growled. Rocket likes to whine. Okay, here we go. Here's the hairy vetch. Here's the hairy vetch. That's hairy vetch right there. That's what it looks like. Okay. Wait, I gotta give Snowball a pat. Ready, Snowball? Here comes your pat. Pat, pat, pat. Rocket, ready? Pat, pat, pat. Okay. All done. No more pats for the day. Time for me to go home and get to work on the food trailer selling Korean food. So, food trailer is going really well, in case you guys are wondering. Hiring some people, so I don't have to be there all day, every day. But right now, the bottleneck to the whole process of selling food and making money is not processing credit cards. Everybody says, "Oh, just use Square, just use Square." Yeah, I could. I'm not really enthusiastic about Square though. I'm gonna try working through a local bank here. They have pretty good rates, better than Square's. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.